I know why a lot of parents, specifically mothers, hate child-free people. Buckle up. A lot of you are about to have your feelings hurt. And I'm specifically talking about mothers because they seem to be the most visceral in my comment sections, telling me everything about myself. A lot of childcare falls upon the mothers, specifically women within heterosexual relationships. And I honestly think what happens is that a lot of women become mothers and then they realize they absolutely hate being a mother. They love their children, they truly love their children, but they hate being a mother, and you can't really blame them for it, given the fact that, like I said, they take on a majority of the child care and child rearing within a heterosexual relationship. This means that they are putting things on the line for their children and for their children's well-being. Jobs, they are putting personal time on the line. They are putting self-care on the line. And a lot of time, these women are not given the credit, the support, and the awards that they deserve for all of that work. Add on to that this cult of motherhood, or this idea of a perfect mother. And within this idea of a perfect mother is that you can never hate being a mother. You can never hate anything to do with your children, and you can never have regrets about being a mother. Or else you're a bad mother who truly hates her babies. Of course, completely removing any nuance from the situation that a woman can be capable of deeply loving her children, but regret being a mother because it has taken away so many things from her. What this does is it means that you have a bunch of women who do not like being mothers, but they're terrified to admit this to themselves because if they do, they think they're a bad person, and they don't have any support system to talk about this with, the fact that they don't like to be a mother. And then they get on social media. What happens? Well, there's a child-free person talking about their 2-week trip to Thailand. And they're talking about, man, I'm so happy that I'm child-free. You know, it's given me all of this freedom and the ability to travel and see the world. And these poor mothers lose their fucking minds. Because remember, according to the cult of motherhood, they're not allowed to feel any type of resentment about being a mother. So instead of being able to identify, you know what, I feel jealous right now and that's okay, or not being able to have a support system where they can reach out to people and say, hey, I just read this post on social media, it's making me feel a little bit jealous, can we talk about it for 5 seconds? They decide that the child-free person is the reason that they feel some kind of way. So they enter the child-free person's entire comment section to have a full-blown meltdown about how we are awful human beings because we don't want to have children. They rant and they rave about how happy they are as a parent and how we're missing out. Well, honey, if you're truly happy about being a parent, you don't need to try to convince me. But you're trying to convince yourself that you're happy. And I honestly feel sorry for these women. I truly feel sorry for these mothers. Because a lot of them, although they are married, are basically single moms, rearing their children. And they have had to give up a lot to do that. They don't have the community outlet or support that they really truly need.